Hello, hello, people of the internet. Welcome to the Performing with a Purpose class showcase. Please welcome to your screens your instructors, John Gabertatios and Molly Ritchie.
Hey, hey,
There it
hi.
is. Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Molly Ritchie.
Hey, I'm John Gabertatios.
Thank you for joining us for our workshop show for our Performing with a Purpose workshop. For the
Mm-hmm.
last 4 weeks, these students have been exploring and learning how to perform with a purpose.
That's right. That's right. We covered things like having agency, optics. We covered boundary settings, facilitating, and a lot more, and much, much more. Um, yeah. What else? Oh yeah, people really they really liked it. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Molly.
These students have brought forth their intelligence and their hearts. They have explored, and I have been absolutely honored to be a part of this journey with them. And today we're going to do about a 30-minute set exploring some of the ways that we have explored for these last 4 weeks.
Right.
So,
That's right.
you have a
Um,
suggestion, John?
I got a question for the chat. But in the chat, I want you all to just flood with a bunch of topics that you would love for this showcase to probably tackle. But let's get some spicy topics. Like you're at
Hmm.
Taco Bell, you want the extra hot sauce. So these topics might include things like cultural appropriation or gentrification or redlining or healthcare, things like that. Let's go for some stuff that has some. So if you're in the audience and you're watching along, just type in the chat, just topics that you feel are like, ooh, this would be taboo to bring up at my cousin's. I don't know, bar mitzvah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that stuff you just don't want to bring up in a family situation. Here's the time for us to like unpack it. I think I explained that right. So I also, while the audience is writing that in and we get more people in, just real quick, just to buy some time and to get, could we just really quick announce each player? They'll come on in, just pop their camera on, say hi, say your name, and then just say where you're based, like where you're located, and then just turn your camera off, and we'll just go down the line. And then by the time we do that, I believe we'll have enough like suggestions in the hat. What do you think, Molly?
That sounds great.
Okay, boom. All right, you call a person, then I'll call a person. You call a person, I'll call a person.
Okay. Let's meet Alicia.
Nice.
First,
Hey.
you guys, I feel so honored.
Wonderful. Say your name and where you're based.
Alicia Nordstrom. I'm based in northeastern Pennsylvania in the Scranton area.
Love it. Thank you.
Thanks, Alicia.
And up next, Nick Condon. Nick.
Hey there, Nick Condon from Portland, Oregon.
Nice.
Hi, Nick. Minder.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Minda Koratwal. I'm from Nottingham in the UK.
Nice. Thank you. And Lauren Esposito.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I am in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Hello.
Yes.
All right. Next, let's meet Chris.
Woohoo.
Oh, hi. I'm Chris. I'm from Minneapolis.
Yes.
Hi,
And
Chris. Thanks.
yeah. And now Una.
Hi, my name's Una, and normally I'm located in St. Louis, Missouri, but I'm currently in the Florida Panhandle.
Woo.
Nice. Okay, John, would you like to throw to one other person?
Yeah. Maybe last, but definitely not least. Matt Schumer.
Hey everybody, I'm Matt. I'm coming to you from Amiskitchi, Waskahigan, also known as Edmonton, which is in a place called Canada.
Boom. Is that everyone? Right?
Yes, I believe
Yes.
so. I lost count.
That's right. We're here. Oh, good. So, looks like we got some comments okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, we'll put it in the chat. Okay, so we'll read it to the cast, and maybe the cast decides which one they're feeling ready to tackle. What do you think, Molly? Yeah. Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh,
There we
cast, go ahead and take a look at the chat. We put a few in here.
Ooh, we got
What's
some good
resonating
ones.
with you?
Yeah, come on out, cast. Yes. We got. Oh, I'll read it out loud for the folks at home who can't see the chat or whatever. Pipelines through indigenous lands. A crash pod is the name of the person. So, I can't read. I'm reading backwards. Yeah. How about racial / cultural attitudes about hair, homeless encampments? Yeah. And pipelines through indigenous lands. Got some good stuff you probably don't want to open up with at family-friendly functions. So that's good. We like that.
I have something about homeless encampments. In St. Louis, there. Yeah.
Hold on. So okay, good. Yeah, so good. Everybody's good on homeless encampments. Yeah. All right. Me and Molly will turn our cameras off, and everyone at home and here, give it up for Performing with a Purpose Showcase Springtime. Woo!
In St. Louis, there is a couple that like any major city, there's obviously a major homeless problem. But very specifically, there's a man who just won a huge lawsuit against one of the counties in St. Louis because he kept getting arrested for panhandling. And he was able to get a lawyer and sued them for freedom of speech. And he actually won this huge lawsuit, and I think it's like $117,000 that the county is going to like end up having to pay him. And I mean, he's still out there panhandling, obviously, because the county has the resources and the means to keep fighting this and to not pay it. But I think he had been arrested like 6 or 7 times under these, I'm sure this is like in other cities too, like these, nuisance ordinances, which, basically say like he's impeding traffic by panhandling at intersections. But that's not okay. But yet organizations that do that to raise money for charities is okay, which is basically like his basic, point. And I'm glad. I'm glad he won this huge lawsuit.
So that kind of makes me think about laws that pretty much just exist to trap people in that kind of way. Like the first one that jumps to mind, and maybe y'all can help me think of, there's a million of them, but of course, the one that comes to mind for me here specifically in Minnesota is there's a law where you can't have things hanging from your rearview mirror. And it's under this guise of, it helps your field of vision and all that stuff. But it's a law that's only really used to as justification to pull people over. And we all know exactly who gets targeted by that more frequently than not. Brown people, it's an excuse to pull brown people over and get close enough to find additional justification. And the fact that these laws exist is maddeningly infuriating, because that the only people that they will ever affect are those of us like in the bottom end of the economic value. This is never a thing that will ever touch the rich, which makes me think about taxes, but I'm going on a different direction. I won't do that.
I was going to say go there, Chris, if you wanted to, but yeah.
Oh, we talk taxes? You know what?
If you
Okay.
something. Because now I'm curious. I want to know what. Yeah. Okay.
Let's talk about tax evasion for like 3 seconds, right? Because here's the thing: if tax day was yesterday, right? And we all know that if we screw up our taxes, we get in hard trouble. If we don't pay our taxes, we get in hard trouble. But when you're at that top echelon of just elite rich, they can't actually afford to, they won't pay to hunt you down. I remember reading something that said it just costs too much money to hunt the rich down and make them pay, because they can drag out litigation for literally years. So you get more money by bringing the dry sponges that are the rest of us who don't really have a lot, because they can't afford to get the rich. They're so rich, they have a bubble of immunity. It's amazing and maddening.
Well, Chris, like what you said, I read somewhere that my father ran a small business, and small business owners are audited at a much higher rate than corporations are, because it is easier, because they don't have the financial means to usually fight these things. And then the excuse that the IRS tried to make was, well, there's just so many more small businesses. But that didn't reflect the number of small businesses. You're well, you go after one of these corporations and you could get, possibly so much more money off of them. They know they have lawyers who know the loopholes and how to make things look good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Minder,
go for it.
No, Lauren, you had something to say before, didn't you?
Yeah, but if you go for it, I don't want to. I was just gonna add what Una's describing in terms of tax laws, or I hate it when members of my family who have the means and the money to pay their accountant friends to get them out of things, or to have these humongous refunds. And I appreciate that things like TurboTax and other things make it easier for people to do their taxes, but it also creates kind of like what you were saying, Chris, before, this bubble where if you have the money and the means to pay people with this knowledge, that I'm putting in air quotes because it's kept hidden, then you get more money, or you get to avoid certain things that you get to put on your taxes as write-offs or things. So that was where I was going with that. But yeah, that pisses me off.
I mean, I don't know anything about taxes other than I have to pay them and try not to do anything illegal. But it just, what you were saying about small businesses and corporations make me think about what was happening over in the UK with COVID, and the way the government decided to look after people who couldn't, because of lockdowns and things, could no longer work. And there's a huge group of people who are self-employed and freelancers that, because of the way their records work out, or maybe they'd gone on maternity leave for a period of time, meant they weren't eligible to get any money at all. Whereas there's other people who are millionaires or billionaires, and they can afford to take furlough money and to take all these benefits, but actually it doesn't really work out. I mean, I think technically my family potentially could have benefited from some money as well. They run a shop, so I should point this out as well. Sometimes stereotypes are true, and my parents run a kind of shop, which I guess in America it's kind of like a 7-Eleven or maybe a bodega, I'm not quite sure, but that kind of thing. And they decided to stay open, and because of shortages and things, made quite a lot of money, because suddenly people were panic buying. But because of the way weird rules work out, technically, if they wanted to, I think they'd be eligible for certain pots of money. Whereas you have other people who are genuinely struggling, they cannot work. It's just not possible, and they're not eligible for anything. They're just abandoned.
The stereotypes made me think about that I'm a psychology professor, and my students did a project where they worked at a women's shelter for women that were technically homeless. And through the project, they realized that people who are quote unquote homeless are not the stereotype that we think that they are, because a lot of them had jobs, a lot of them had families. And I remember my students were like, why are they there if they have a family? And, there's different circumstances where you might not want to live, with your family. So, I think that's true also of food insecurity, that people who go to food pantries can be any class level. They could drive nice cars. So I think that there's a lot of assumptions that are being made.
On the idea of assumptions, it's so easy for people to look at look at someone's shoes or look at the car they drive and be like, well, they shouldn't need assistance. They shouldn't need. I saw them paying with food stamps or whatever, and you see the shoes that they were wearing. That's ridiculous. I'm paying for that food, and they should have bought their food instead of their shoes. And you're like, you have no idea what that person's life experience is. And these are things you hear still all the time. So, I mean, those shoes could have been a gift or whatever. You know, they could have been donated, or who the hell knows? Who even cares? The point is, it's someone who's hungry, and maybe we just shouldn't let people go hungry. Just maybe.
Oh, my I don't want to say my favorite, but the one that annoys me most, the version of that, is when people talk about refugees and like, look what phones they've got, and I'm like, why would that's the first thing I'd grab if I was in trouble or needed to leave something? I would take my phone. What do you think all refugees have nothing when they leave? And yeah, so that's the one that irritates me. It just doesn't make any sense.
Do we have enough? Is that everyone's feeling good?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Woohoo!
Sorry, you look far too well dressed to be taking my free samples.
I'm sorry. It's just they say free.
They are free.
Oh, okay. So then, no.
No. Look at what you're wearing.
Yeah, it's a t-shirt and jeans, and
Yeah.
like, I don't. What do you want? Okay. Is there more to the sign?
There's more if you read deep enough. Read between the words.
Okay, cool. So I'm not actually from here, so I don't know if this is like a weird town ordinance or something, but like, I'm.
Okay, insulting this town is not going to help you out. Let's tell you that.
Okay, well, I wasn't insulting the town. I was just trying to. Should I? I can put it back. Does that help?
You know what? Just finish the one that you have. I won't tell.
You know what? No, you know what? Actually, no. What's the point of putting out free samples if all of a sudden you're not free for everybody? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, free doesn't actually mean free. Whoa. That's.
Excuse me. I'm just gonna grab.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You know what? I'm shutting the whole thing down. I'm shutting it all down.
Well, are you okay? Well, now you don't even ask her about it. You don't even talk to them. You don't even look at them.
That one was like a sneak attack. I did not see her coming. She literally came around from behind and grabbed my. You're just eating right off the plate in front of my face.
Yeah, I am. All right, mister. Your clothes is too nice.
Those are really good. I'm just gonna grab a couple more for my boyfriend.
Yeah. Grab them all, sister. Grab them all. Union. No, wait. Rebel. Come to me, my brothers. I'm not great at this, but you. You're
creating a revolution right now, and I am not prepared for that.
Usually they don't, is kind of the thing. That's kind of the point of a revolution.
Tag out, Nick. Welcome to Revolution 101 for beginners.
Great. Okay.
I'm happy to have you here.
Thanks.
Looks like we're just going to start with one today, but you know what? That's the first thing about Revolution 101. It begins with one. I mean, both the course and yeah, you know.
It says it on the slogan.
Did you like how you like how I did that? That was
it's really nice. It's good penmanship.
My idea. Oh, welcome. Yes. Okay. Revolution 101 for 2. Huh?
Hey, did you try and start a revolution too? Is that what you? You, yes.
Oh, I'm planning one, so I wanted to like take some notes so that I do a really good revolution.
I did like a clothing one. It was fun, and just took my shirt off and ran around the store for like 30 minutes. So it didn't work out great in the end. That's why I'm here. Yeah.
Tag out Chris and Alicia. I have the t-shirts. They're ready, but I feel like we need to do more. We can't just put Revolution 101 on a t-shirt and just pass it out. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. I thought that was pretty self-explanatory, you know?
Which part? The t-shirt part?
The t-shirt. I mean, do I need like a graphic? Is that what you're talking about? Like I need some kind of sick graphic, or maybe you need to put it in a different font or something, or that,
No.
you know, that font that heavy metal bands use. That, you know what I'm talking about? Makes it hard to read.
Right.
Might be fun.
Sure, but I think that sends a mix. Like we want people to know we're part of Revolution 101. You know what I mean? We don't want there to be confusion about the hashtag. You know what I mean?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
I just feel like we're putting our priorities in the wrong place. It shouldn't be on the swag. You know what I mean? Like, what's our message?
That's what people come for.
But I don't know if we're attracting the right.
Sweet.
Okay.
Oh, hey, stay back there. Okay, I'm getting a little close there. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and activate my money bubble. There we go.
Ow!
Yeah. I probably go to stand back a little bit there, but yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry. Activating money speaker. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear. I can't see you, but I can hear you. Yeah.
Perfect. You're too poor to stand near me, so I've activated the money shield.
We cut to Chris's character shopping at an H&M. Same problem.
Oh. Poor people, please step aside. Step aside, please. I need jeans. I don't know how to try on jeans with the money shield on.
Didn't we go to high?
Wait, please. Oh, no, go ahead. No, it's fine.
I mean, Chris has changed. I mean, we went to high school together. I want to get to the bottom of this. Sorry.
Deactivating money shield.
Like, I just need to grab my pants. Thank you.
Oh, activating money shield.
Chris, it's me. It's Lauren. We were in AP Science together. What?
Deactivating money shield. Hey, whoa, it's been so long. Hey.
Yeah. I haven't. Wait.
What? What? What?
Tag out, Lauren. So, you know, I got my Amazon drone model 5.2.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet, you know, that now I can just like stand on it and just fly above all the poor people.
It makes it so much easier. The money shield is great, but it also is like kind of intrusive on my daily life. I think it also pushes a bunch of people out of the way, but I kind of don't care about that, obviously.
I like that. That's what I like. Maybe I should invest in that because I want to be as far away from people as possible. I don't want anyone around me.
Here's the thing. Shopping for jeans becomes incredibly difficult. And I feel like I've realized that I do that considerably more than I thought I was. So I feel like what we really should do is invest in some kind of jean company that we can keep in our homes. And then we don't actually have to talk to any poor people at all.
Yeah. I mean, even the fact that we both brought our spreadsheets to this conversation so we can make sure that we make the exact amount. You're about the only part. What did you do you get an investment payoff? Okay.
No,
all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Money shield.
Sweep. Hello. Welcome to the Manolo Blahnik Book Club.
Stop right there. That's a great scene right there. So yeah, we'll come back to that. Let's come back to that. This is a good time. Keep that. Maybe we'll open up with that. Let's get back to the discussion.
I definitely have. I'm sure I've worked in retail and the swag stuff totally made me think about the amount of waste in the fashion industry, like how huge it is, and H&M, which is, you know, the fast casual clothing, you know, movement.
The idea of fast fashion infuriates me. Well, because I never buy new clothes anyway, because I kind of can't afford to buy new clothes that are not, made by children, most likely. To be real, so I pretty much get everything from thrift stores, and even when I see H&M label at a thrift store, I'm like, yeah. The fact that go ahead. Sorry, Amanda. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I interrupted.
Just that clothing can be seen as disposable and not meant to last. Oh, it's 3 months and just throw it away and buy a new one. That's just ridiculous.
I was just gonna say there's a slight flip side that I've seen recently. So we have a store here, which I don't know if you guys have or not. It's called Primark, and it has been known for years to be super cheap and is definitely, it has to have some questionable ethics behind it. And they did not go online over lockdown because their entire business is built up around, fast fashion. They don't deal with any online stuff at all because that would add to their costs. So anytime we've had a lockdown, every time they've opened up, every single time you will see people like news channels and journalists stood outside these big stores where there are queues of people waiting to get in, and then followed by lots of comments, people being judgy, going, oh, look at these people, how are they so desperate that they need Primark clothes and whatever. And then you actually then get some comments that are interesting, which are, why would you go and queue up at 6 a.m. to go to shop in a store where everything is pretty cheap and the quality is not great if you could afford something better? And there might be people there who couldn't afford to shop, online and get their children's school uniform, or to, if you've got kids and they're constantly growing. And there's sure, there might be some people who are there just for fast fashion, but there's also the possibility that there are people who couldn't afford to buy elsewhere. But it was really interesting. I think I was definitely on board of, what are these people, these people queuing up to get in and being judgmental, until somebody pointed it out and going, oh yeah, of course, I'd never thought of that because it doesn't affect me in the same way.
Jumping on to just say, hold that thought, Minder. Well said. Well said. But you said the word interesting twice. For those at home watching along, we have a drinking game, where anytime a cast member or someone says the word interesting, they have to drink because we don't know what that word means. So what did you mean by the word interesting? I'll take my question off air. Thank you.
So by interesting, I forgot it. I should point, this is water, not like vodka or anything. It's by interesting. I think I just meant judgmental and super privileged and
hell yeah,
short-sighted. I think I definitely caught myself in doing that and then just going, I can't believe I completely missed that, of course. So yeah, that's what I meant by saying that word.
Mm-hmm. That makes me think of something we have in the United States, which is the Salvation Army. And there's other, I think, stores. So it's like a thrift store, but I'm not sure who it's for. So I thought that it was to take, consigned clothing and make it really affordable for people to buy there. But now I have friends that are middle to upper class that shop there. And because I guess people donate really good clothes in my area. So I was complimenting some friends at work, and they had really nice blazers on, and I was like, oh, where'd you get that? And they're like, oh, the Salvation Army. So it just makes me wonder, who should be shopping there, or who's it for?
I've always grown up shopping at thrift stores, but there is in Portland what I could only refer to as a boutique Goodwill. And Goodwill, for people that aren't familiar, is a thrift store. It's, all used clothing and housewares and everything. But there, you walk in and you feels like you're in a fancy retail boutique. There's very nice clothing. It's super organized, and it looks like a nice store. It does not smell like other Goodwill smell.
So part of that also feeds into what our assumptions are about Salvation Army. So I'll say that donating to a Goodwill near me and making it look like a boutique, right, is challenging my assumptions about, well, shouldn't someone who shops there also be able to shop with humanity and dignity and not associate that, like you were saying, Nick, with smells. I totally had that growing up, right? That was totally on me and judgmental, being like, oh, I'm going to donate my stuff, but what does it look like inside? It's this scary place, and that's my privilege. When it's no, it's a place for clothing for people to be able to access, but they should be able to do that with dignity. Like I remember as a kid, you would drop off clothes and it'd be like bins. And now that I go to some of them at home, it's like, oh, this, like everyone deserves this. Like you deserve to walk into a place and not, but also it challenges me to think about, oh, what were my judgments about, like you were saying, the smell or what was scary? Why was it scary? Oh, that was my privilege. That was making me feel that way. So, but yeah, I think they should be like a boutique, you know, and they should be nice and people should be able to shop and feel comfortable there and not feel uncomfortable by it.
Do you guys have those people who are like really quite wealthy and rich, but then they seem to have got developed, like it's almost trendy now to dress and to speak and to act as if you were working class or from a completely different background, and it's just a really bizarre, weird, jarring thing to see.
There's like a kind of weird thought in my brain that I'm trying to parse out right now that I haven't fully entirely, but it's around that idea of people who are kind of artificially driving up prices on those types of things because it's trendy and vintage or whatever. If Goodwills are now being pushed towards like upper middle class or lower or middle class in general, like what does that mean for everyone who was kind of using that as a normal stance? And I haven't figured out exactly what I'm trying to say with it. I'm just spouting words at this point, but I'm doing it, with gusto. It's probably
yeah.
There's an actual like setup of that, an example around here where in like the trendy part of town there are like thrift shops that are very curated inventory. Like, you can get all your like 1970s snap up shirts or whatever, and they're all there. And it's because, their staff are going to the Value Villages or Goodwills or whatever and scooping that stuff and then marking it up a whole bunch. To sell it in their boutique store with, none of the like fluorescent lighting, this is like a custom curated thing, but it's all the same stuff.
It's all marketing. It's just like convincing yourself it's the exact same thing, but you just package it and make it sound and word it, surround it by different things, and suddenly you can up the value of it. Yeah, I mean, I say that as someone who's got a background in marketing, and it's like I find it fascinating, but it is also the evil side as well. But yeah, it's just amazing how people can just be. It's all an illusion, basically.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes. One more round of seeds.
Hey. So,
no.
Hey, what are we actually protesting this time? Like, I can't read the t-shirt.
So we're here protesting. They want to tear down this Goodwill, and we're not letting them.
Oh, that it? Oh, I thought this was the human rights thing.
Well,
I'll just change the caption. Hang on.
Did you just bought that shirt inside? That's you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because otherwise, how will people know that I was here?
Right, but you did hashtag. What is this? Louis? I don't even know this brand. Louis Vuitton. I don't even know. You put a designer label on your hashtag though.
I mean, yeah, protests are cool now. Like Louis Vuitton's done like a whole season focusing around protesting.
Tag out Lauren. Welcome to Greenpeace. You wound yourself on a whaling vessel that we're going to just like crash into stuff and save the whales.
Can you just hang on? I need to get this like so for TikTok. This is going to be amazing. It's going to give me so many views.
Okay,
just get into the background.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, hang on. I just need for Instagram as well. This isn't a video.
Oh, okay. But the whales.
Yeah, so can we get them to stay still, maybe, just for a little bit? Like, could I maybe, like, stroke one?
No, wait a minute. You spent an insane amount of time and money and resources to get out here so you could take a picture with a whale?
Who wouldn't want a picture with a whale? Oh, my God. Right, hang on. Excuse me, can you just like maybe to the side a little bit?
It would be my pleasure.
God, this is amazing. I'm on an Insta Live right now.
Hey, dolphins. Like, it's not just whales. This guy just gets all the attention all the time.
I mean, you're quite aesthetic as well. Hang on.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Does this like Disney princess magic animal thing just kind of follow you everywhere you go, or is that just like the speaking animals thing?
I mean, I just show up to various different protests and things, and then the next thing you know, I'm on a front page, and they're calling me like our generation's next icon.
Okay, well.
Hey, quick question. Can I have your phone? Your phone. Can I borrow your phone? When I fled the coral reef, I had to leave all my good stuff behind.
This is your chance. You can actually do something good for humanity as opposed to just taking a picture of other people doing it.
I just want to call my family and let them know I'm okay.
What I can do, if you give me time, I can get you a phone, because I'm going to need to take a picture of me giving you a phone. Because it doesn't really count unless...
I think he needs it now.
I wonder if they're still alive, you know?
Scene. Yeah, that's I emptied out the car. That's everything I'm going to donate.
Okay. All right. This looks good. I'm going to put that aside for me. Ooh, my mom would love this one.
Hold on a second. Yeah, this I didn't. I thought I heard you say you're leaving with some of these items.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna take out everything that I want, and whatever I don't want,
No, you know what? I'm gonna take these back though.
Oh no! But that's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. Wouldn't
It
that
is
look good in that? Here, let me try it on. I'm just gonna put it on real quick, and you can just.
Hey, this is the Corolla, right? I hear these get great mileage. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Thanks so much.
That's my car. That's my
you.
car. I'm not
And
donating that.
And thank you so much.
No, just my clothes. I'm not donating my car. What? Look, I'm not the kind of person who wouldn't donate their car. I just don't want to do it today.
Toyota is the new Lincoln. Didn't you hear?
Yeah.
Everybody wants Toyota and Honda. I mean, come on. It's like the status symbol of the year.
God, I'm such a bad
especially
person.
like especially the ones made in the 1980s. I mean, if it doesn't have automatic door locks, like, oh my God. If you actually have to physically roll down the window, that is so cool and like so trendy.
Oh, I want to be trendy. I want to be giving, like I want to give. I need to get to work.
Yeah. Do you have health insurance?
Yeah.
You should just give me your card because, if you want to be giving.
Yeah. Well, he just took my car. But I have another car. Oh, I should have started with that. Yeah, I have 2 cars. I'm a 2-car person. Yeah, you know what?
We should just go to the hospital. I actually need some things on my leg looked at, and you can just give me your insurance card, and we'll have them say that it's like you, right?
Yeah, I mean, we sort of look alike. We'll just, yeah. That looks really bad on your leg, by the way. I didn't notice that when I came in. I'm so sorry. That was so shitty of me. I didn't.
Because of
it. Hey, you guys.
Yep.
Random people are walking into the house and taking clothes out of my closet.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is that happening? Like, as my brother is like, is that happening in your rooms too?
Yeah, it is. Did folks not tell you?
What? No, what?
Oh yeah, no, we're getting rid of it all.
Yeah, everything.
All of it.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah. I don't know. Mom and Dad were like, something one with nature. And then I think something about a Goodwill, and then they gave it all to Goodwill, and then it's something we're gonna go be lumber people. I think is kind of the thing. Is that right? Do you remember, bro?
Yeah, specifically they said we're going to be lumber people.
Yeah.
Because lumberjack is a sexist term.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice that everyone can be a lumber person now.
Yeah.
Guys, we've never even been camping. Like we've been to London 5 times.
Yeah.
They got like shacks that we stay in, so it's not even like camping. It's like a shack or a cabin.
Glamping. Like glamping. Yeah, but without clothes because we gave all that away, and without our a car because I think we're going to give that away. And then I think Mom and Dad said the teapot and all of your favorite everything. It's all kind of going. But there's a house, so that's
nice. Literally taking the clothes. Hey.
Yeah.
Just gonna squeeze right by you.
Hey. What?
Oh. You gonna finish that shirt?
What?
I mean, it looks great.
Like, why were we not consulted about?
Oh,
this?
there was a thing. Like, there was a memo that Mom and Dad sent out. I think that guy's gonna take your stuff now. So just be ready for that. Mom and Dad sent out a memo. It was in really small print, but it was there. So I mean, it's kind of on you, right, bro?
We cut to the Urban Outfitters where Matt has to present all of the gear that he's found to the board.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for gathering. Oh, my goodness. You are going to be thrilled about what I have to present for you this afternoon. My goodness. Where to start? I have been working away in my studio, just designing, these inspired well, I'm just going to get right into it. So let's see. This here, this is a lovely little tank. Okay, and if I just pull it up, it says...
you didn't make that, Matt.
Sorry?
You didn't make that. Are you trying to pass that off as your own?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. It says Jen and Lacey BFF, best friends forever. I don't know who Jen and Lacey are. I thought it was some fun names that would, solicit a connection,
Matt, you're doing it again. You're trying to pass off another person's life as your own.
That includes stitches that haven't been seen since 1956.
Scene! Everybody come out! Oh, yeah! Everybody come out. 1956. Woohoo! Yay, well done. Well, that concludes today's showcase. Molly.
Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us today. Thank you, students, for giving so much of yourself over these last 4 weeks. Everyone, if this looks like fun, and it is, and thoughtful fun at that, we will be offering this class again starting on May 31st. It will be 4 Mondays starting May 31st. We have 2 sessions. One at 1 o'clock Central and one at 7 o'clock Central p.m. so we can get people from all over and different work situations. For more information on that, go to Huge Theater's website, which is
hugetheater.com, hugetheater.com. Butch likes to say you need to write the theater part. We don't know where you go if you go to huge.com. We don't care. That's not our... But go to hugetheater.com, please. This is so good. We had a great time. And as always, support the arts. Yes. I'm John Gabertatios.
I'm Molly Ritchie. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. And enjoy the rest of your spring.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you for being